This case is from USA. In Los Angeles, California, a dead body was found in the Leimert Park, which is neighborhood of Los Angeles. The body was of a girl. The girl called Elizabeth Short. She was born on 29 July 1924 and was brutally murdered on 14 January 1947. Here, India was slightly in a position of independence, and there in USA, a big planned murder was held. So, we will discuss later in this video about it. I am Saurabh Singh, member of Women's Cell in Law Rounder, which makes you all rounder in law. So here we are discussing Elizabeth Short's Black Dahlia case. Elizabeth's body was found on 15 January 1947 in morning. A mother taking her child for a walk in Los Angeles neighborhood stumbled upon a gruesome sight, and she found a girl lying on her back with her arms raised, legs were spread in an obscene imitation of seductiveness. The body of a young naked woman, sliced clean in half of waist. People believed that the pose which was purposely made, and you can see in the pictures how horrifying and terribly she was murdered. So it shows that uh, the investigators at the point were still trying to see physical features to identify the woman's the who was the woman, and the weapon used to cut Elizabeth's body was still under determined. So the ensuing investigation was led by the LAPD. So, but they were finding difficulties in finding or to solve the case. So FBI was asked to help, and it quickly identified the body in just 56 minutes. And who was Elizabeth and how the Black Dahlia came, is because that Black Dahlia named was given to her due to her black hair, and she wanted to become a Hollywood actress, and she was third of his five sisters. And Elizabeth lived a playgirl lifestyle until she met Matt Jordan, who with whom she planned her wedding, and she they were going to married, but her fiance has died in the airplane crash on his way from home from India. And Elizabeth also was working as a waitress in the nightclub for her daily needs. So the investigators say that prior to death, she had been seen at Bilmort Hotel with 25-year-old married salesman Robert Red Manley, whom she had been dating. You can see here two names have come, as I have mentioned above, that playing she was living a playgirl lifestyle. So she had many boyfriends, and she had so sh- actually she was very happy in her life and very bold in his life. So by the damage of the forensic evidence says that by the damage on Elizabeth's head, investigators identified that she was killed by extreme hits to the head. The teeth were in severe state. No finger of the killer was found. No sperm, hair, cloth fiber, shoe prints, saliva, DNA are found on Short's body. According to Greg McRae of Crime Library articles, we didn't have all the forensic tools back then that we have today to make that determination. So how FBI got about that this body is of Elizabeth Short is because because Short's print actually appeared twice in the FBI's massive collection. First, because she had applied for a job at Army's camp, and secondly she had been arrested. Secondly, she had been arrested by Santa Barbara police for underage drinking at the age of 14. And there were many theories made that over 66 false confessions, that 66 or more than many people have confessed that they have murdered the Elizabeth because they wanted to get the fame and name. A jealous boyfriend is there who killed Elizabeth. Buster solved the 66-year-old crime. Many theories are there, many theories have been found. And who were the suspects? The main suspects were that Robert Manley, the last person to see Elizabeth alive; Mark Hansen, owner of a Hollywood nightclub with many suspicious acts. Elizabeth was a guest at his house for several months. So George Hodel, Known as a pervert, his son Steve Hodel has even tried to convict his own dad towards the Black Dahlia case. Jack Anderson Wilson willingly told the police he was the killer, told details of the crime that only the killer would know, yet he died in a hotel fire just a few days before his scheduled arrest. Walter Angelo Bailey, a surgeon, lives one block away from the open lot where Short's body was found, and the only person who seems to have the material to cleanly cut a human's body. So here are the pictures of the suspects: Robert Manley, Mark Hansen, George Hodel, and Jack Anderson Wilson. So what the conclusion? Conclusion is there that the Black Dahlia case is still a blur to investigators. No one was arrested for this case. Until today, no evidence has ever been found of this case, and the researcher says that this case was too contaminated. So yeah, this is about the Elizabeth Short case, the Black Dahlia. So thank you.